What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and today I am excited. It's the unboxing and first look of the Vivo X Fold 5 Global Edition. Yes, we as foldable phone geeks have been spoiled for global flagship foldables over the past few weeks. From Honor to Samsung and now the Vivo, the global foldable phone market has never been so appealing and confusing. So, as mentioned, I'm going to unbox the video, give you a first look, and then after that, at the end of the video, I'm just going to spend a few minutes talking about the foldable phone landscape and show you how easy the X Fold 5 is to open. Let's go. Here it is, the Vivo X Fold 5 Global Edition, already set up in all its global glory with FunTouch OS kits, which I absolutely love, and in a really stunning, like, Nardo grey, not quite chalky, like it's grey but looks black in certain lights. Anyway, you can see it, it's stunning. Is it as vibrant as the green on the Chinese ROM? No. It's important to note that the global version comes in this grey or white. That is the only two options, unfortunately. No green version. So, I want to show you what the unboxing experience was like, because every phone from China gives you the experience you deserve. And I'm going to show you what the phone's like, what the software's like, just a bit of a first look. And then throw it back to me in the studio and give you my overall thoughts on the landscape of foldable phones like the Samsung Z Fold 7. The Honor Magic V5 Global and Chinese Edition. I've got some thoughts. So, first of all, let's clear these other phones away. Yes, I have too many phones. I'm aware of this. I am an addict. You know this. Inside the lovely box, you have everything you're going to need. Obviously, the phone, you've seen that. Underneath this tray, you're going to get your USB A port to USB-C charging. This will be 90 watts, I believe. Sure, that's what we tap out at. Yep, 90 watts on there. And because it's a global version, you have a UK charging plug. No need for an adapter. You have the full kit in the box. And, as mentioned, Chinese phone, everything you could ever need. Manual, SIM ejection tool, and for a lot of you watching, you will want a premium case. Well, Vivo provide it in the box. This is a premium case with hinge protection. Now, you all know this case to me is about as useful as a chocolate teapot, because I don't use cases. I rock my phones naked the way God intended it. So that's the unboxing experience. Now I want to clear this shite away and show you just quickly what the software looks like and a couple of the included features. So, as promised, now that we've tidied up, let's take a look at this absolute beauty. The 8.03-inch inner screen is fantastic. The 6.5-inch outer screen is fantastic. 120 Hz on both, and the brightest screens on any fold device ever made. IP58/59 water and dust resistance. You've seen the video before, you've seen what I've done. I have drowned this phone. I've left this phone in a sink for 10, 15, 20 minutes. No issues whatsoever. These phones are tanks, especially in relation to foldable phones. Now, I mentioned this is a global ROM, obviously, which means it does not come with Origin OS, it comes with FunTouch OS. FunTouch OS is different to Origin in a few different ways. Now, there's Android 15 in here and FunTouch OS 15, as you can see. There's just certain things that are slightly different. But on the face of it, FunTouch OS has improved. As I mentioned, they have kits like Origin OS does. The animations are super smooth and quick, with the customization options plentiful. And because this is a global version, you can download any third-party launcher you want and it'll stay there. Unlike on the Chinese ROM where you have to, do a little bit of a workaround and give the phones permissions here and there, third-party launchers will download automatically on here from the Google Play Store. And Android Auto, like it is on the Chinese version, is on deck here. Now, the one thing I did want to clarify and clear up between the global and Chinese, the Chinese version doesn't have eSIM support, but I seen in even my group chat yesterday people saying that the global version doesn't have eSIM. Yeah, I just want to clarify, that is clearly saying eSIM. You can absolutely add your eSIM card to the global version of the Vivo X Fold 5. Now, I have not set up any SIM cards yet, but simply just click on add and you'll have to scan the QR code as you always do to add your SIM. And there you have it. eSIM absolutely works. Smartwatch connectivity. Your Samsung Galaxy Watch, any Wear OS watch, absolutely works. So, that was just a very quick breakdown of the features that are absolutely included on the X Fold 5. And just while I have you here, here's another look round the phone. Now, going to throw it back to me to talk about the kind of landscape of foldable phones. Let's talk. So, there we have it, the unboxing, first look of the X Fold 5. But as promised, I just wanted to touch on the foldable phone landscape in 2025. Arguably, in the past 7 days, we've had 3 of the best foldable phones ever created being released. And they're all global versions. Go back 2 years. Go back to last year, for crying out loud. That just wasn't the case. And I've not even mentioned the upcoming Pixel 10 Pro Fold, the Oppo N5 Global, which is still right up there as one of the best foldable phones ever created. 2025 has been outstanding. But me as a content reviewer, a YouTuber, and as a tech store owner with my Average Dad import store, it has been the most confusing time for me personally. Because so many people look to me for advice and buying tips, and they watch my videos, and I am aware base their purchasing decisions on what I say. And I'm at peace with that, and I understand that because I do the same with other reviewers. I'll watch a Mr. Who's the Boss video. He'll review some random bit of tech that I don't need, but he said it's really good and it looked cool, so I've went ahead and bought it anyway. I understand that. So what I try to do is always balance my opinions out and always make sure that I am factual and honest. And I like to think I do a really good job of that. But when it comes to my preferences and opinions, that's where sometimes people get misconstrued about what they should buy, because I'm giving my opinions, which I'm always going to do. If I'm talking specs and stats and giving a review on battery life and performance and software, most of that is factual. However, when I say what I'm about to say, please do not take it as you should bin any other foldable and now suddenly buy this. Because, to be clear, that is not what I am about to say. So, I'm setting you up for something good here, but I am going to get asked, I have already been asked, of all the foldable phones that have come out this year, which is your favourite? And I've had a white, a green, now the global Vivo X Fold 5 for a few weeks now, a good number of weeks. And I have a special place in my heart for Vivo. Their candy bar phones and their foldable phones, because of the photography, the software, the build, the design, because of a lot of factors, I absolutely love them. So, to answer your inevitable questions, which is my favourite? It's the Vivo X Fold 5 Global. And I will do an in-depth comparison video between those global versions I've just showed you, the Samsung, the Honor, the Vivo. But at the end of it, I'm going to be saying exactly this. So think of this as a spoiler. I prefer the Vivo X Fold 5 over all of them. Even though the Vivo has a 1-year-old chip. It's not the Elite chip in here, it's the 8 Gen 3. Because for me, personally, I don't need the Elite chip to fulfill all the tasks I do. Editing and photos and videos and everything I do does not require the processing power of the 8 Gen 3, let alone the Elite. My priorities lie with battery, a 6,000 milliamp hour cell, fast wireless charging, super fast wired charging, and the cameras. Now on paper, the cameras of the Honor Magic V5 are better. So if someone was going to ask me what phone of these has the best hardware, it's the Honor Magic V5. But in reality, for me personally, using the devices, it's the Vivo X Fold 5. The Zeiss partnership, the Zeiss T-Star coating, the portrait mode, all of the camera UI interface and features, I'm just really used to. Because I use Vivo phones most days of my life, and I have done for years, with the X200 Ultra and the X200 Pro before that. I'm so in tune with where everything is on a Vivo phone. And being someone with a visual impairment, and I've actually got a video planned about that probably next week. I think you'll enjoy it. It's important for me with my daily drivers to just know where everything is, to just know what shortcuts and sidebars and multitasking and everything is just in the right place. So when I'm reviewing all these new phones constantly, it's great. I obviously love it. It's my passion. But I'm just used to the Vivo. So for all it has in it, the software, the cameras, the design, I choose the Vivo. I am not saying it's the best phone on paper. I am saying it's the one I prefer. If you are one of the people that pre-ordered and now have their Honor Magic V5 Global, congratulations, you have the best foldable phone ever made on paper. And to probably 99% of you with it, you think it's the best foldable phone ever made in your opinion as well. And that's okay. That is your opinion. I'm not arguing with that. It is absolutely fantastic. But in my opinion, I just prefer the X Fold 5. I've just told you why. So, I just wanted to clarify that. The other main point being that I've touched on, we now have, 5 or 6 truly flagship foldable phones, brand new foldable phones in 2025 to choose from. We should not overlook that fact. For those that naysayed about foldable phones years ago, saying they were a gimmick, couldn't be any more wrong. The proof is in the pudding. The fact that later this year, Samsung will release a tri-folding phone, which I will cover in a video as well. Yeah, the future is super bright for foldable phones, which is convenient because the X Fold 5 is the brightest displays on any foldable phone ever. Now, I did mention about the X Fold 5 being easy to open. This is just a bit of fun at the end of the video, but it is 100% accurate, and this isn't slamming Samsung, this is just a little bit of fun. So many people are having issues opening their Z Fold 7. Because of the way the design is so squared off, there's no ridge, there's nothing to hold on to. So if you've got slightly greasy, moist fingers, you're going to struggle to open it. And because the hinge is so firm compared to any other foldable phone, people are genuinely struggling to open. There has been news articles, there's been YouTube videos about this, just this topic alone, never mind at the end of my video, a whole video dedicated to the opening of a Fold 7. And there's a couple of reasons why that I just mentioned. The hinge is tighter and the design is different now. But the main one for me, and I'm just going to bring the Honor here. The Honor has squared off edges, but slight curves. There is enough curve, more than enough curve, to open the device easily. Easily, anytime, no matter what angle, top, bottom, middle of the phone. It also has a little bit of a spring to help it open. The Vivo, and let me just grab it, it is here. Here. The Vivo is the same as the Honor, but it assists you even more. Look at this, slight pull, open. And I know it's hard to get across in a video, but the Vivo of the 3 foldable phones is the easiest to open. And I only bring that up because it seems to be a bit of a hot topic between these foldable phones just now. And then, while I'm talking about the hinge, I just want to make sure you realise though, that doesn't mean that the hinge on the Vivo X Fold 5 is poor. It's not. It can be held in many, many angles. So don't worry about the strength of the hinge. It's just a little thing to add on. So that was that. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Smash like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'll be back soon with all the comparisons, all the content you could want on foldable phones. Until next time.